For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 4 of Season 6 here in the Career Mode RTG. In the last episode, we finalised 2 brand new high-rated, high-value signings, including our record transfer fee of £50 million paid for David Alaba, 90-rated David Alaba to be precise. We've had a big offer here for Renato Sanchez, although actually it's not that much overvaluation, so I'm going to be rejecting it. Not that I'd sell him anyway, even if they offered me 100 million plus, because there's not really anyone I could improve upon Renato Sanchez with. And that's the situation we find ourselves in at present with the entire squad. There's no point replacing my goalkeeper because he's like 20 years old and 87 rated. We have the highest rated right back and left back in the save. Our centre backs are pretty goddamn decent. And our CDMs are pretty goddamn decent. 90 rated left mid, a 93 rated Cam, and an 87 rated right-sided midfielder. And obviously Morata up top at 86. So we have 50 million left available to us. And I'm not sure what to do with it. We're still looking to sell on Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And we're still looking to sell on Felipe Zedos. I would consider, although we have Mbappe and Sterling still on the bench. So I'm not sure whether I would consider signing another wide midfielder, to be completely honest. The squad looks fantastic right now. Murphy's still being trained. Berry's still growing, in fact. He'll be on the thumbnail sooner rather than later as well. Once I get the new thumbnail made, I'll go back and replace all of the thumbnails from this 6th season with Berry, Morata and Alaba with the new thumb. But at present, it's still going to be the old thumb until the new one is sent through. So I'm not sure what to do with regards to the rest of the squad now. We have, like I say, 50 million available to us. But I don't know what to do. I have Jonathan Tah at 84, Bennett at 84, Stones at 85. I could maybe look for an incredible centre-back. But would there be any point? Like, shall I go out and spend big on a striker? I'm really not sure at this particular moment in time. What I'm going to do actually is adjust my global transfer network and change the instructions from fullback. I'll edit the instructions to, from fullback to, let's look for a centre-back, and I'll also set one up for a striker as well, or maybe attacker? Just attacker, because then maybe we could get a centre-forward that we could play at striker, just in case there's someone that's listed differently that's maybe a regen or something. Not free kick specialist, what am I even talking about? I'm looking for first team quality, there we go. First team quality that's an attacker and of any age, because actually, let's say 28. No, go on then, because there might be a 30 rate, like a 29, considering this is the last year of the save, there might be a 29-30 rated player that we could consider signing on a 1-year deal. But I'm not sure what to do with the rest of the money. I'll record this episode and again take on board your feedback before recording the next one. Today we start the Premier League season with Palace and Manchester City, and before I was on the 12th and there wasn't a game here, and now we've advanced today, there is. So we have 2 games today, Palace and City, and then Huddersfield in the Football League Cup and Swansea tomorrow, as well as transfer deadline day. And also, as you can see there, or could see there, we've got some World Cup 2022 qualifiers to play, but I'm not going to be in the save until the World Cup 2022. So what I'm going to do is I was going to contemplate what's the word? Come on, brain. Offering you the vote to see whether we do that. But what I'm actually going to do is just resign from the national team, because we're not going to be involved in any more international competitions, because we're not going to be in the save by the time that the World Cup comes around. Transfer offering for Felipe Zedos, though. He's very unhappy at the club, which is understandable. He's barely playing, but I don't want to accept an offer that's undervaluation. Give me 10 million, and you can have Felipe Zedos. A lot of players moving on in this window that have been kind of with us for a while at present. No, I don't want to be finished manager. And they're going to accept the offer for Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well. Paredes wants to play, but they've accepted the offer for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, so it looks like he'll be leaving us in this window too. So we should have upwards of £70 million to spend on a new player should we want to. We could, of course, save it until January. At the present, I'm training the young goalkeeper Hall and Murphy as the only two players that really need any sort of training whatsoever. Everyone else should grow off their own back. So we'll have to wait and see how well they grow. Of course, when Hall is 16 years of age, I will call him up and sell on Cooper. So that will probably happen in January now. Transfer offer for Jamie McLaren. Felipe Zedos will give me 9.5. What did I ask for? 10. Yeah, all right. Nearly counter offered exactly what they'd offered. There you go. I'll have 9.5. That'll do very nicely. Thank you very much, Middlesbrough. Very kind of you. Oh. I mean, Jamie McLaren is like a cult hero at this club right now. He's kind of similar to Luke Berry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Jamie McLaren. He's very unhappy, and he won't play this season. But we've let Anthony Lozano go because it seemed like the right time to do so. But we kept hold of Luke Berry because he is obviously the one remaining Cambridge United player in the entire save, other than Harry Darling. But he was recreated after the mix-up with the saves back in Season 1. So we will keep hold of Jamie McLaren as a cult hero for the save. Because whenever he's called upon, he does actually do quite well. Can Navarrete actually play in this game? It will let me start for Lino Navarrete. That's fantastic. Right then. Our first game of the new season. We have Morata starting up top. 93 rated now, Lino Navarrete at cam, with Greco on the left, Fekir on the right, Chan and Sanchez, Alaba making his debut, Stones, Bennett, Aurier and Watson. The bench looks very, very strong as well. Right. Let me know what you think I should do with the remaining money. Should I buy another striker? Should I buy another centre-back? Should I save it until January? What should I do with it? Let me know and I will act upon your wishes. But for now, let's concentrate on Palace, and then after that, Manchester City. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And we'll head at home against Palace. Nice tackle by Alaba. Looking to race away now. Got Navarrete there in the middle. Morata seemingly rather reluctant to make any sort of move of real conviction, but we'll get this out to Fekir and he will keep that in. I see Renato Sanchez there, but we've also got Sergio Aurier coming forward. But Renato Sanchez into Lino Navarrete, who turns well. Navarrete back in the starting lineup, not yet back on the score sheet. Oh, and Sergio Aurier takes an extra touch there, takes it out for a goal kick. Starting off on the front foot here. Very, very good strike that by Lino Navarrete. I cannot tell you how pleased I am to have him back in the starting lineup. It's been far, far too long since Lino Navarrete has been involved in a Cambridge United team. And to be fair, I do attribute our lack of quality in the Premier League towards the end of the season last year down to him being missing. We just weren't the same without him in our starting lineup, to be completely honest. But he's back now, and hopefully will be fit for the full year. So, Premier League title challenge is well and truly underway so far this year. And Alaba will get that out to Fekir. Will look to turn back inside quickly. Look for the through ball to Morata, but I can't quite find him. And they'll work it away well. Palace 0-0 after half an hour or so. Campbell on the run. Decent delivery. John Stones just gets up and gets it away. That was almost played, or almost weighted perfectly to drop just behind the centre-back. Actually going to go back this way to Emre Can. Emre Can might be a central defensive midfielder, but he is one of the most forward-thinking players I think I've ever had in any save. Lino Navarrete here will turn inside the defender, but Reyes just bumps him off it. And after 17 roly-polies, we end up at half-time with a scoreline at 0-0. Not much happening in that half. A lot of counter-attacking from Palace, a lot of possession play from me, but not many chances created, as you can see there. So we'll hope for better in the second half, and fingers crossed we can get ourselves in front. Just not that short to Emre Can. We'll fight through that gap there to Navarrete, who's turned brilliantly into Alvaro Morata. I see. Oh, I was going to... No, why have you... Oh, no. Why? I was just trying to... Oh, God. Navarrete and Morata now both with injuries in this game. Well, just as was the case in the Napoli series when we got an injury in a transfer window, depending on how long Morata and Navarrete may be out for, our outlook in the window with what to do with the rest of that money may change. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for what's going to happen after the game. But for now, we're going to concentrate on what's happening in the game and try and get this 1-0 lead. They keep whipping really good balls into the box, and I'm having to keep my wits about me defensively to ensure that they don't sneak themselves a 1-0 lead here, Palace. A lot of good attacking play from them, especially on the counter-attack, but they've only had that one shot on goal so far, and it didn't really cause us any real problems. Hopefully that will be the case for the remainder of the game, but we'll just have to wait and see. Morata's little injury symbol has disappeared now, and I'll poke that to Lina Navarrete, who will poke it to Nabil Fekir, who... I'm going to have to just run away from goal there as the keeper's starting to close me down. I'll whip the cross in. What a delivery. Morata's up. Straight at Alisson. Straight at Alisson. Anywhere else on target, and that is 1-0 Cambridge. Well, half an hour to go. Poke that to Nabil Fekir. Morata is there. And we'll go all the way out wide here to Nicola Greco. What a ball from Alvaro Morata. And we'll drive inside with Nicola Greco here. And then play that across, and arriving is Nabil Fekir. Cambridge United 1, Crystal Palace 0 in the 69th minute. Lovely run and turn inside from Greco, and then a simple ball laid across the box. And actually, the keeper got quite a significant touch to it, but thankfully, Fekir is able to score his first competitive goal for the club after picking one up in pre-season. And what I'm actually going to do is bring on Raheem Sterling, but at cam, and see how he does in there. Also going to bring on Eric Dyer for Emre Can, who's, despite being 89 rated, his stamina isn't actually that good, Emre Can, which is annoying, but never mind. We have the quality in depth to be able to deal with it, so substitutions made. Let's see if we can build on that lead. Campbell into Davison. Nice tackle by Bennett. Hopefully the referee doesn't give a foul there, and he didn't. And it's 3v2 back here at the minute. Sterling just keeping going, churning away those legs. We'll try and play that back to him. We've done well. Oh, it's great footwork. Raheem Sterling, 2-0. That was superb from the young Englishman. Brilliant footwork. Racing away at pace as well. Good pass out to Morata. Morata with a good ball back to him. And then the footwork to turn inside the defender and squeeze it home as well as the keeper's rushing out to him. 2-0 Cambridge United. Sterling comes off the bench to seal all 3 points for us. 4 minutes to go. Alaba into Dyer. 2 minutes added on at the end of the game. Could get that round the corner to Sterling at the second attempt, which we've done well. I'm tempted to hit this. I'm going to. Oh, and it wasn't far away. Decent effort from Raheem Sterling. I think the final whistle won't be too fong. That was a mixture of too far away and too long away. There it is, in fact. A 2-0 win on the opening day of the Premier League season for Cambridge United at home against Crystal Palace. Let's head back to the transfer window, see if anything happens. If not, we will head into the game against Manchester City. Confirmation of 2 player sales. Felipe Zedos to Middlesbrough for £9.5 million and Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Aston Villa for £13 million. So, we have how much money available to us? Quite a bit, I would presume. Yes. A rather large chunk, to be completely honest. I can adjust the budget there to around about £200,000 in wages. £176,000 gives us £71 million to spend in this window. Now, my scouts, as if they're recommending me Jake Clark-Salter again. My scouts are starting to come back with options in defence. Jose Maria Jimenez is 88 rated as a centre-back. We could maybe go for him. Rugani, 85. We've got Stefan De Vrij, still at Lazio, now 88 rated. Clark-Salter's 85. Umtiti's 87. Zuma, 86. Mustafi, 88 at City. Varane, 90 rated at Chelsea. That's superb. No signs of attackers yet from my scouts, but I'm sure that will... Okay, never mind. It was a different scout that was looking at attackers. We've got Milik there, but obviously I won't sign him because we're using him at Napoli. Gabbiadini, interestingly, he's back at Napoli. Vincent Janssen at United, meh. Kelechi, meh. Divock Origi, 85 rated, not really too keen. Sanabria, 87. Michi, 86. Mbai Niang, 85. Bastone, 85. Kane, 90, but I'm not really too sure whether I get on too well with Harry Kane. Alexandre Lacazette is 88 rated at Manchester United. We could potentially think about him maybe. What I'll do is I'll empty my shortlist and replace all of the defenders here with some centre-backs and some strikers that I've been able to get back from my scouts here, and then you guys can add to the list as well. Basically, I think the main aim is to do similar to what we did with the wing-backs and maybe buy the highest rated player in that position in the save and see what happens. Thankfully, though, we've come back with no injuries or no discernible long-term injuries at all to Morata or Navarrete. Neither of them gave me an email there, so despite the fact Navarrete still has the plaster symbol, he is fit to play against City. So we should be okay with regards the players at our disposal currently. Ross Barkley apparently has handed in a transfer request, but he's not really in a position that I'd be looking to buy in, unfortunately for him, which is a shame because Barkley was 88 rated, I think, but not really interested in him. The only places I think we could genuinely improve are at striker or at centre-back, where we've only got 86, 85 and 84 rated players. Fekir on the right at 87 isn't the highest, but I have too many wingers right now because we've got Mbappe as well and Sterling. And we've got young Rivera who's coming through, who actually I'll probably play against Huddersfield in the cup game in tomorrow's episode. We already have the highest rated left back and right back, the highest rated cam and the highest rated left sided midfielder. So what do? Striker, centre-back? I mean, I could contemplate a right-sided midfielder if you would want me to do that. I'll add that to the scout things here and we'll see what they can come up with. Say any position, right-sided midfielder and then first-team quality again and see what they come up with. Up to 30. Can I just say anywhere on the right? I could just say winger. I'll say winger instead because obviously if someone can play on the left and the right then we'll get options there as well. Right, okay. Well, we've 70 million to spend. Considering it's the last season, we may as well spend it. But let's head into this game against Manchester City first and see if we can't pick up another set of 3 points. Emre Can swept out wide there. Fekir, well, that's a foul. He completely left Kieran Gibbs there for dead. Kieran, of course, a former Cambridge United player, booked after just 1 minute 40 seconds. Not the best start for City. Already having a defender in the book doesn't bode well for the rest of the game. And Alaba could get on the end of that. And not only does the yellow card not bode well for the rest of the game, we're 1-0 in front from the chance as well. 2 minutes 26 on the clock. Lovely delivery from Fekir. Alaba scores his first goal for Cambridge United on just his second appearance from left back. It's Cambridge 1, Manchester City 0. The dream start. Nicely done by Fekir into Renato Sanchez. Forward there to Greco. Down the line into Morata, who's got the turn on the defender. And Alvaro Morata makes it 2. Stunning finish off the post. I thought I pulled that too far with my left foot, but no. Absolutely brilliant finish. Off the post. A good turn just there to drop the shoulder and spin the defender. Otamendi left standing. And I tell you what, he must have heard that we're looking for potentially signing a new striker because that is a top class finish. Cambridge 2, Manchester City 0. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle. It's left Renato Sanchez in a heap on the floor and he's going to have to come off. Well, could this change the situation in the transfer window? I'm actually going to bring on Paredes rather than Eric Dyer because Paredes is slightly more attack-minded and, well, I don't really want to be settling in for the long defensive haul for 65 minutes. So, oh, that did look painful though. Feet swiped from under him, landing right on his shoulder. It might be a broken collarbone or something similar. He may be out for quite a while, Renato Sanchez. I don't think I'd look to get a new central defensive midfielder though, unless we contemplated selling Paredes at 83 rated and buying whoever would be the highest rated CDM in the save or centre mid in the save, but that may be out of our price range because obviously it's a very expensive position to try and fill. It all depends on how long he's going to be out for. We'll find out at the end of the game, but for now, pretty sure that's pass back, but we have ourselves a 2-0 lead. Fekir inside to Emre Can. There's Lino Navarrete. Try a bit of footwork. Can we beat the defender? I might actually turn inside and then look to finish it. Oh, I love Lino Navarrete. I mentioned in the last game, I can't tell you how pleased I am that he's back. And that is exactly why. The best, highest rated cam on the game. And he's buried that tops. We are destroying Manchester City here. This could be a very good season. Gundogan into Leroy Sané. Oh, hello. That was a lovely little back heel. Enes Ünal not able to get the ball away, but somehow it finds its way back to him. Oh, it's a nice ball into De Bruyne. They should have scored there. That was very, very well played. Carrasco actually heads it back in and Watson will catch and Sané gets knocked to the ground. That's an extremely good move. They got slightly fortunate with the way it dropped back to Ünal, but once it did, they played it about very nicely, and that ball through to Kevin De Bruyne completely sold me. I was not ready for that pass whatsoever. Thankfully, though, they didn't score, so the 3-0 scoreline is still intact, and 15 plus minutes to go. Navarrete quickly out to Greco, cut back inside. Navarrete, and again for Fekir. Oh, jeeps. Morata, and again for Navarrete. That's 4. Eventually, I got the right player name, didn't I? Lovely counter attack. Morata just squeezing it through to Navarrete, who got away from the defender, and then toe-poked it away from the goalkeeper. It was a really heavy touch just there, and I thought he'd done too much, but no, settled himself. And that's actually a little cheeky Tommy toe-poke, isn't it, to get it into the back of the net. Boink! Unfortunately for Geronimo Rulli and Manchester City, they've been demolished here. Crystal Palace put up much more of a fight than Manchester City have. Leave that down the line. Fekir, dink. Go on, Morata, you can get there, Alvaro. Oh, he's stolen it off Otamendi. And 5. This is very one-sided. I mean, we have been very lucky with the 2 breakaway goals. I got even luckier there. Otamendi's touch, absolutely woeful. The scoreline doesn't necessarily reflect the pattern of the game. City haven't been as good as us, but they haven't been 5-0 bad. They really haven't. So I'm slightly lucky to have the scoreline that we do, but we do have an extremely strong side, and if you're going to have an off day, which City have done here, we are going to punish you. I get the slight feeling that because we scored and went 1-0 up so early on, it affected the City players' morale so much that they just haven't played well throughout the game because of that early goal. It kind of set the pattern up for the rest of the game. So I have a feeling that if the goal hadn't gone in until the half-time point, we wouldn't be 5-0 up by now. But never mind, we have a 5-0 lead, and the final whistle will be coming momentarily. I don't think there'll be long added on. It's 3 minutes added on. Fernando's got 0 stamina left. He's been running all over the shop just trying to chase me. But Kieran Gibbs picked up that yellow card after 2 minutes, and that, or resulting from that free kick, was what set the ball rolling here. The whip from Fekir, the headed chance from Alaba, and Sané was offside there, but the final whistle will go at any moment now. Do let me know in the comment section down below what you think I should do with the money that we have available to us. About £70 million. I will quickly drop back so I can show you the full squad and you can make an educated decision. But again, not much possession, but plenty of chances. And a 5-0 win away from home at the Etihad. Chelsea win 3-0 against Arsenal, so some big results going on in the Premier League today, but that should put us top of the table with +7 goal difference. I'm pretty certain, unless Chelsea got a big win on the opening day as well, which I'm not sure they did, but we won't check the table just yet because we've got Huddersfield next, so we'll do that in the next episode. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a... No, it's not. I literally just said I'll check the squad and then forgot that I'd said that I'd check the squad. My memory is amazing. I don't know whether you've noticed. Let's have a look, shall we? So, what's that? Just check that's not a transfer offer. It's an injury. Ah, yes. 9 days for Renato Sanchez. Thank you. Right, so he's not out for long. He'll be back before the end of the window. So we don't have to worry about him. That's the starting lineup. So the obvious standout positions where we're not as high rated are centre-back and striker, aren't they? So you'll have to let me know whether you want me to sign centre-back or striker, because I won't be able to afford a high-rated player in both. So you'll have to let me know centre-back or striker, and then once you've mentioned to me the position that you want, you'll have to let me know the player that you want as well. But we're getting some more options here. Gabriel Jesus is only 85, so it's not going to be worth it. 87 for Paco Alcacer. And then the rest of the ones we've looked at already, aren't they? Sanabria, not sure, 87. Harry Kane and Alexander Lacazette, the only massively high-rated players. I mean, Paulo Dybala is an obvious go-to. He's currently at Chelsea, I believe, and he destroyed me when we last played Chelsea, didn't he? So, Lemos is 85. You've got Maximovic, 86. Well, I won't sign him because of the Napoli. Bilbao. Laporte is still at Bilbao, and he's 88 rated. Nicolas Searle is 85. Marquinhos 87, and then we've seen some 88s as well. Rugani's still 85, but the highest rated centre-back at present is Varane at 90. You guys will have to let me know. You will have to let me know. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.